So yesterday, several hundred migrants from here at the shelter in Tijuana marched toward the border, what was supposed to be a peaceful demonstration, and largely was a peaceful demonstration for much of the morning. When they arrived to a bridge that leads to the Mexican port of entry, there were federal police with shields and helmets blocking their way. They were there for 10-15 minutes. They sang songs, they chanted, "We are migrants, we are workers, we're not criminals." And then some of the migrants began to pass along the side of the bridge where there was a lateral road and pass through the police there, who didn't seem to do much to try to stop them at that point. Maybe 500, 600 yards to the border fence. They gathered there. There were Border Patrol agents on the U.S. side. All the while, a Customs and Border Protection helicopter was hovering over the area. Several dozen migrants began to go down to the center of that earthen levee where there was a small gap to allow the water through. That was filled with concertina wire, but after some time, some migrants who were there told me that a few of them managed to open a small space in the wire. A woman told me this morning that she saw several people get through. Some were trying to pass children through, and that's when agents on the U.S. side fired tear gas into Mexico. They fired it over the earthen levee. At that point, there were probably several hundred migrants in the vicinity, although it was really just dozens right down there at the earthen levee. The rest were kind of up along the upper banks of the river on both sides. The gas was blowing with the breeze in the same direction, the only direction that the migrants could run. There were parents clutching young children in their arms, trying to run as fast as they could. It was difficult to see because eyes were watering, your nose was running, it was mucus flowing out of your mouth. People were coughing, children were coughing, choking on the gas. Some women were passing their children to men who could try to run faster to get out of the gas. People were begging anyone for some water to pour over their children's eyes. It was a scary moment because it was difficult to get out of the gas the way it was blowing, and you couldn't really see where you were going.